Hi guys, it's Rawfear27 here again. Just going to do a short video to talk about a topic which I've kind of gotten interested in over the last sort of year since I kind of found out what it was that I was kind of getting. It's a condition. Oh, it's not like a bad condition, it's a good thing. It's called ASMR, which stands for Autosensory Meridian Response, but it also does have other names. It's a difficult topic to kind of talk about because not everyone kind of is maybe aware that they have it or can get it. It's basically, at its basic terms, it's a tingling sensation which can sort of start around the back of the head, and it can spread to other parts of your body. It's a very sort of euphoric, pleasurable feeling without kind of sounding too sexual about it, but it's triggered by specific factors. Obviously, each person's different depending on what factors trigger them. Personally, for myself, I find certain sounds can trigger it, and it for me it usually starts at the base of my neck, and kind of around the back of my back of my head, sorry, and it kind of tends to shoot across my shoulder blades and kind of halfway down my back. It does sound odd, but it's becoming more and more kind of well known. It doesn't really have a sort of scientific term associated with it because it's a very unknown kind of thing that's been going on. But YouTube has a great selection of all these different kind of videos which people create in order to kind of give off these triggers for people to kind of watch. It's a very relaxing sort of thing as well. There's two types of ASMR which kind of become well known, and there's type A, which is consciously triggered, which means the person can kind of trigger a ASMR sensation kind of without having to use a factor. Meditation is quite a good one which kind of triggers that for people. Usually the person has to be on their own. And then there's type B, which is what I have, and I think most people tend to get, and it's unconsciously triggered by external factors such as these sounds videos which you can get on YouTube, but also things like getting your hair cut, going to a salon, watching someone sort of be quite meticulous at doing a job, soft-spoken people or very well-spoken people. These are all kind of main triggers and factors which kind of sort of start off this sensation. It's a very difficult thing to describe. People may have it and not aware of what it actually is. People kind of associate it sometimes with goosebumps or nerves, but that's usually associated to a different kind of feeling. Usually, like sort of like goosebumps and nerves is usually associated with fear. These are kind of pleasurable things. There's quite a few people on YouTube, like I said before, that do these kind of videos, and it's got a huge fan base. I think even Flickr have got a group, Twitter, Facebook now has a couple of groups which I'm part of. Obviously there's a research group obviously which want to look and delve into this more, but I probably will tag a few people that I find usually do the best videos. I'm not saying they're the best people out there, but for me personally, they've got Gentle Whispering, Random ASMR, who's fairly new. He's a guy. It's quite odd to see a guy doing this, but it's good to see that there's men doing this as well, because a lot of the videos are very kind of female orientated. It might be for the soft-spoken voices and all that, but it's good to see people like that doing it. There's also trying to pronounce this right with my kind of bad speech. Trixie Whispers as well as another one. Random Sarah Grace is another one that I like as well. I will put tag them for the video as well, so you can actually go onto their pages and even watch some of these videos. Please do check it out. It's people find it a bit funny when I kind of discuss it, because other names for it, it's called brain orgasm, which is kind of a good way to kind of describe the feeling that you can kind of get from it. But feelings can vary depending on the trigger and also on the person. But yeah, it's definitely a topic I'm kind of looking into, and it's good to kind of have something to kind of explain why I was getting these kind of feelings. But I hope it's not too weird for you, and I do advise you to kind of check these out. It's very calming. Even if you don't necessarily get these triggers, some of these videos are very relaxing. They're good for. I go back a bit. The reason why I started sort of looking into these was because I was suffering from headaches, and I had actually bought a headache relaxation app for my iPod Touch. And I think that's where it all kind of started from. I used to listen to that at night time. I'd put it on, and obviously it would kind of help me relax, calm down, and sort of kind of get any stress out of my body. And then I was finding I was getting these feelings, these sensations at the back of my neck, and kind of shooting down the back of my body. And that's where it all kind of stemmed from. So that's when I kind of started looking into it. And it was only sort of last year that I kind of found out what this was, and then started looking into it a lot more. So yeah, really, that's kind of basics of what I really wanted to talk about. It's just kind of where I've got to in terms of sort of looking into this phenomenon. But yeah, again, thanks for watching. Please leave comments or subscribe to my channel. I hope to kind of start doing my own sort of sounds videos, soft-spoken videos. I'm not usually one for whispering, so it'll be a challenge. But there are sort of crinkly sounds is a very good one. That's a very big trigger for me. Any sort of rustling paper, sweet wrapper bags, and sort of that kind of thing. So I'm going to maybe attempt to do that. But yeah, like I said, check out the tags that I put on the video if you want to sort of get an idea of what it was I'm trying to talk about. Again, thanks for watching. Thanks very much.